welcome to ALW Collectibles. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the two winners from the recent poll that closed on my channel, each with 43% of the votes. Today we're going to be taking a look at Grimlock, Generation 2. And the next video directly after this will be the unboxing of Studio Series Reactivate Bumblebee. But for right now, let's focus on the man himself, one of my favorite Transformers, Grimlock. This is an awesome looking figure. This, of course, being the Transformers Studio Series, Generation 2 Universe, Leader Class, 2025, Grimlock with Wheelie. And wow, that is a mouthful after saying it out loud. That really is a mouthful. Having said that, this, of course, is a representation of the Generation 2 toy, which was really cool. I had it. I wish I still had it. Oh, okay. Memory lane over. But this one still looks really nice. Of course, this is a recolor of the current Studio Series figure they are using. This has been released in multiple colors, such as Shattered Glass, the original, and the 40th anniversary comic accurate cartoon. And, of course, it comes with Wheelie. And this is the Jungle Boy version of Wheelie. Really nice. Each of them has their own weapon, the slingshot and the double barrel blaster. We'll take a look at those. Really cool. So let's take a look at that. Accessories, like I just said, is nothing with him. You got your double barrel blaster, which is the standard pack-in weapon now for Grimlock. Really cool. It's all cast in black. You got your ports on the side to connect to the dinosaur mode. His handle here. Hand it over, Wheelie. We got Wheelie Slingshot, which is really cool. It's just gray with a larger handle that fits on his hand as I send it flying. That thing is so small, I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. And then we'll take a look at Wheelie himself. And we're going to do a little comparison, though, with these guys. So this is Jungle Boy Wheelie. He is decoed after the book Wheelie, the Boy of the Wild from Quintessons. From the Quintessons. I'm sorry. I can't read my own writing sometimes. I had to look up the exact name of the novel. Or I don't know if it's a novel or a comic that you see him in this color scheme. Because I've seen him in comics too, but there was apparently a book. Putting all that aside, let's take a look at this guy. You got the orange face with the yellow, which extends to the back of the head with the blue cap. Blue going down the chest, yellow, orange. More orange for the legs. Two fingers pointing forward. Other than that, there's really not much else to him. You got black for the back. Articulation. Head will move all the way around, back and forth, does a full exorcist. This shoulder will go in and out, and will go all the way around. Same thing with this one. Nothing at the elbow, nothing at the wrists. Full waist rotation, and nothing at the knees. And of course, this is the second mold here, Grimlock. Hold him up. Second time this mold's been used. This is the original, more in cartoon accurate colors. See, it's the exact same figure, just different color on the molds. Yep, how about I get him up on camera view? Would be nice. Working on a couple new camera angles. Hopefully they come out pretty cool. I mean, this has more paint job, but I kind of like this one better because of the silver face. But I already did a review on him, so disappear. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of this figure, only because the posability is a nightmare. And to make him stand up straight, he literally has to be doing the splits. The other thing is he's got a peg on the back of his leg, which will peg into Grimlock. Into the shoulders. And then he's got peg ports so he can sit on the back of Grimlock's neck. Having said that, now let's take a look at the man himself, Grimlock. And again, I like this mold. I think this is one of my favorite Studio Series molds because I'm a huge Grimlock fan. I just like the detail work on this figure. And the fact that they're representing Generation 2 with this one. My question to Hasbro, though, are you going to put out the other two colors? We have the original, we have the blue, and there was one more color. There was a turquoise one released. All three, of course, released in 1992 as part of the Generation 2 line. He was available in all three colors. Original, this blue, and a turquoise color. And at one time, I had those all in my collection, but then I say, I'm not going to dig into the past. Had to do, smack my camera around. Had to do what I had to do, and they're no longer with me. Having said all that, yeah, looks really nice. I think the blue with this one really highlights it, especially with the red, because it makes it look really nice. You got the Autobot symbol in the smoking glass. You got beautiful artwork and detail on the sides of the head. Hope that comes across really good. Red for the visor. You get the blue, the gold. I love the gold is pretty much a standard with him all the time. Before we transform him, we're actually going to have him take a look at some of his wave mates. And when I say wave mates for him, I mean guys that share the... As I smack my camera everywhere, the mold with him. First, let's start with the 40th anniversary comic accurate Grimlock. Really nice. Pairs really nice with it. Eventually, I'll be doing a review on this guy too, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Next, a very unique variation, the shattered glass version. Looks really cool. And, of course, the original Studio Series figure. Like I said, Hasbro, you're getting there. You're getting there. You got two of them. We need one more. Give us that turquoise one. All right. Having said all that, rather interesting figure, like I said. One of my favorites. I really do enjoy this guy in my set. Couldn't wait to open him when I got him and just look at him. Put the base that away for a minute. And of course, everything's the same. Like I said, the molding's the same. Your coloration. The only difference is, of course, his blue is molded in. The original has a blue panel here. And there's the new piece, the Autobot Tempograph stamp on the tail of the Dinobot with the Generation 2 logo. And I love that they still use the clear yellowish glass, or smoky glass as I call it. You got 5mm port here, 5mm port here, and on the shoulder is a 5mm port. Plus his hands. You got a lot of options with him. Articulation. All the way around, up and down. And because of transformation, his neck plate will go up and down. His wings are movable. Get you a better shot of that. And you can even move these around in robot mode. Set these however you want. I mean, I'm traditional. I like to have them up like that, but I've seen people who actually transform him with them like this. I've seen people have him down and then all the way in the back. Do whatever you want with him. I'm just a traditionalist, so angled up. I line this with the top of the red, or whatever's right there, and then I just bring that out slightly. You got to move this to do the shoulder. This will go up and out, all the way around. And you have to angle it or you're going to whack this. So you have to angle it. Bicep rotation. Elbow bend. Wrist is tight, but will move. I can tell you mine just unclipped. Yep. Tell you right now, he just unclipped. There we go. And of course, the dino's tail. The dino's claws will move. Reach for the sky. Waist rotation all the way around. Big boot. Nice, big boot. Come on, Hulk Hogan. He's looking for you. Fantastic back boot. Leg will go out. And he has a double swivel. One here and here as well. So you got nice rotation at the leg. This is where things get a little complicated. This will unclip if it's smacked, but if you hold it, decent knee bend. And he does have articulation on the foot. Really, really cool. And transformation for him is really not that hard. So we're going to transform him for two dinosaur and back. First thing we're going to do, of course, is flip in the wrists. And what I do is I just get them out of my way by bringing them up. Next thing I'm going to do is this whole gray piece. Wow, I'm holding it gray, that's why I said that. Gold piece unclips and swings down, and his head is just going to push in like that. Bring his arms forward. And I kind of did something backwards, and I just realized it. I was supposed to do the legs first, and for some reason I did the top. Wow. Okay, legs. So let's turn this sideways so you can see what I'm doing. This piece is going to fold up here. This piece is going to swing out, like so. That's going to come up. And then we're going to have to turn it this way again. And that's going to come over the top. There we go. Now that you've seen what I did, flip, open, up, and out. This hinge here, you're going to bend on the first hinge. I'm going to peg the legs together with this peg and that spot as you bend these together. And I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. Doesn't matter how many times you practice these, they will still do the same thing. Those clip together, and this whole section is now going to bend one more time on this joint here to come down and form that. These are going to clip over the top, and you're going to do this side first because you see that little peg, and then this piece has that. So 1, 2. Oh no. That has never happened before. Thank God these just pop on and off. So that can pop right back on. Oh, wow. Leave it to me to have an issue like that. There we go. And I put it on backwards. No, come on back. Put it on backwards. There we go, fixed. Alright, let's get caught back up. Clip that back over the top. And plug all of it back together. Wow. Alright, bring this part down now. And you'll see down here, there is 2 pegs. It'll fit right here. Like so. Now bring the head down. Bring this over. Bring this over. Bring them down into place. And clip. And then then flip his head off the top. That'll clip into place. Despite my bumbling errors, Grimlock is now in Dinobot mode. I'm going to reposition the camera a little for you so you can see the whole thing. And yeah, still very impressive, very nice. Get this out of the way so you can see. And like I said, I really enjoy this mold. As I nitpick with it as I do this. Alright, I'm done nitpicking. Yeah, fantastic mold. I think it looks really cool. Of course, Grimlock was the very first Transformer I ever reviewed on this page. Or page, channel, whatever you want to call it. And I will still review each and every one. I love the red going down the side really highlights it. Beautiful detail work. You got the Autobot symbol right there. And then, of course, in dinosaur mode, these go right down the back portion of the legs. You can bend the knee on the dinosaur by giving him a little more. There we go. Scope. And all these ports are still accessible. I love the clear plastic on the neck with the yellowing on it. Inside the mouth, still detailed really cool. Got your blaster. Your teeth are all blunted. This is the silver block that plugs in here is actually sticking out. So it is really a nice looking Grimlock in my opinion. I like the blue. In the Generation 2 line, it's a toss-up for me, whether the blue or the turquoise. I cannot speak here all of a sudden. Turquoise takes the number one in my mind. I'm not sure. But yeah. Articulation with this one. Neck will go all the way around. Head will go up and down. And mouth will open and close. Dino arm will go all the way around if you maneuver it enough. You can see it's a little bit of a challenge because you got to move the bottom half of the arm. Of course, this part of the arm moves because it was the shoulder. It has full rotation, out, bicep, and he does have that knee. So right above where the elbow is for the robot, it detaches. See, there's the elbow for the robot. This is clipped in. You just got to pop that clip. Right here. And even in there, some nice detail work. So the detail work on this figure is really awesome. And of course, these move. And that's it for articulation. You can't do anything with the body. But, again, the balancing is amazing. You can see he's got his tail completely off the ground. And Wheelie will clip on him. This is the part I think it looks really silly. So you have to open his legs all the way up like this and expose these two peg points. And on the top of Grimlock's neck, you'll notice these pegs. You gotta line him over those and plug those in. 1, 2. Like so. And then you can lean him forward or do whatever you want. And this will clip onto the dinosaur mode as well. Right back here, I don't know if you can see that, there's 2 ports. There's 2 ports on the gun. This part I've always struggled with this mold. 1, 2. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. There he is. Little boy on my neck. Really cool. Overall, I am very happy with this mold. I love this figure. I think it looks fantastic. If I were to rate this one, I'd say Grimlock, 10 out of 10 easily. Wheelie, 3.5, 4 being generous. Let's take everything off of him again. Go back to robot mode. Yeah, overall, I think it's a fantastic looking figure. Transformation, close the mouth, bring the head up, flip it back. These top 2 panels pop open, come up. His head comes up, and the whole chest plate comes up, clips into place. Lock the elbow, move the second elbow, flip out his hand. Same thing over here. Lock the elbow, flip out the hand, bend the elbow. Next we come to the bottom half. Separate, open, open. Fold these in on themselves. And you'll see there's a clip and there's a peg on each leg. Slide that over, clip, slide that over, clip. Straighten his leg, close the panel, straighten his leg, close the panel, flip his foot back, straighten the head, set his arm. And there is Grimlock in robot mode again. And of course you take Wheelie, set him right back up on the shoulder or wherever you want to put him. I just like to set him up on this shoulder because it's easier. Keep Grimlock back his gun. Yeah. Bring the camera back up so you can see him again. Whoop. Overall, final thoughts, I really like this figure, like I said. Tell me what you think in the comments below of all the Transformers Studios lines so far, particularly with Grimlock, and what you think he looks like going forward with the progression. And hopefully we get the last of the Generation 2 series, and we get the turquoise one, I hope. Would be nice. Having said that, this has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all my channel members and subscribers. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep going forward, making more videos. And like I said, Bumblebee, coming up next. You see, we got some work to do here. And you all have a good day.